Now, Carmelo has taken that passion and turned it into a global wine estate brand with the intention of diversifying the wine world and crafting a new legacy. He's taking us all along on the journey. He's built this premier wine brand, Tam Fam. Please welcome back the one and only Carmelo Anthony!
Thank you.
Yes. There you go. Listen. Well, listen. They don't do that in basketball like that. That's the Tam Fam who loves you.
I love that.
Congratulations on everything. Can you believe you retired 2 years ago?
No, I can't believe that I'm actually like on this side of the game.
Yeah.
And it hit me sometimes, but for the most part, I'm happy I'm on this side of the game.
Yeah. You've been playing since you were a kid. You went pro at 19. Mm-hmm. And when you were here the last time, you were just preparing this next chapter in your life. And I thought to myself, what do you do all of a sudden when essentially you have been born on the court, you've lived on the court, and now at still a very young age, you've got to figure out what you want to do next?
To put it into perspective is very... It's hard when you think about it and you reflect back on it, which allows me to be at peace now because I'm allowed.
Did you cry ever?
No, I didn't cry. I think at the time where I stepped away from it, I was ready and I was prepared, and I was at peace with my decision too.
What helped you find that peace?
A lot. For me finding my peace, going through things that I went through throughout my career, being away from the game, mentally for 15, 16 months. And the ego hits, pride hits, and mentally you got to really bounce back. So for me, the way I kind of see it now is like that was part of the journey. That was part of the story. So it was written for me to go through what I had to go through in order to be sitting here with you today.
Oh, please, for me to be here with you. I mean, so here you are amongst a very small group of nominees for the Basketball Hall of Fame 2025 class.
About time.
It's about time. But are you nervous? How do you feel?
I don't really know how to feel.
Somebody said you got your speech ready.
Not yet.
You're so humble because I'd be writing mine if I had the numbers you had.
So, I'm in the kind of research phase of like going back. I have to go back 2 decades, right? I got to talk about 19 years of my NBA career. I got to talk about high school. I got to talk about college. I got to talk about growing up, right? So it's 40 years that I have to write into an actual speech. So right now I'm just taking notes and talking to people and trying to get a better understanding of like, how do I want to approach this speech? Because to me...
You're actually studying the book of Carmelo.
I am, but this is...
I mean, that's really... When you think about it, you're like, I have to... Because you were in the moment when you are one of the leading scorers in the NBA. You're in the moment when you are entering the league as one of the few at a young age to succeed. Now you're out of the moment and you can look back at it and study and say, wait a minute, that is the book of Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, so me having a retrospect on my career and things that I've done it's a lot of things that I don't want to talk about because it's like, as you get older, you're like, yo, hold on. You was doing that? Like, nah, we ain't putting that in the speech. But, for me, like, I'm a very, I consider myself like, I'm an authentic commodity, right? Yeah. So I like anything I do is very authentic to me. Yeah. Things that I say is coming from the heart. I might write something, and then when I get up there, scrap it and just go straight off the top.
But that's why I wanted you for this show, because this show is about your brand, right? Yes. And I did a speech at a college once, and I said, you want the kind of brand that when you're not in the room and someone says something bad about you, or someone says, oh, Carmelo can't do that. When you're not in the room, someone says, oh, his brand is gold. I know he can do that. I know she can do it. And people think of a brand in celebrity terms, but you are pivoting to so many other things that you need the Carmelo brand to be solid.
Yes, because but it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like I had to really sacrifice a lot. I had to you know, really be the sacrificial lamb to a lot of things in order for me to like have a better and deeper understanding of what I wanted to do. I had to go through things in my life and my career in order for me to have a clear visual on what I want to do post-career.
All right.
And what we're seeing now is just seeds that I was planting over the years, especially over the past 5-7 years of my career, just planting those seeds. So now that I can step out to it, I can really have 10 toes down into my business. So.
I love it. Coming up, we're going to talk about all of the things that Carmelo is working on, including his phenomenal wine brand and his super talented son, Kyan. Speaking of the next generation of legacy, he's going to his dad's alma mater, where his dad became a legend, Syracuse. How that happened after the break.